Whether you are suffering with pain from an athletic injury or simply just the effects of getting older, you might be surprised to learn about an option here in Southwest Florida that can help you without the surgery.
Yeah, without surgery. It's called prolotherapy. It's creating a lot of buzz in our area. And let us now introduce you to the doctor who is bringing this non-surgical option to Southwest Florida. From Caring Medical Center, I'm so happy to welcome back to the show this morning Dr. Ross Hauser. Good morning.
Thanks, Carly. Good morning.
A prolotherapist, also known as, which is very interesting. We're going to get into prolotherapy here specifically in just a second. But let's talk about pain. And I think, you know, we were talking about in the commercial break here that, you know, people are dealing with a lot of pain, and there's very common ways to treat it, whether it's with traditional medicine and ibuprofen things, but unfortunately that just doesn't, it just doesn't cut it.
Most people intuitively, Carly, know that pain is not an ibuprofen deficiency. Pain is telling your body that there's a problem, like something's weak. If you just think about, like, you sleep, you don't have back pain, you get up, then you have back pain. It means that there's some structure in your body, in your back, that's weak, that can't handle the force of getting up and walking around. So when you take an ibuprofen, all you're doing is blocking the pain, but you actually may be doing an activity then that's actually making the structure worse because it can't feel the pain. So most people know we got to get at the root cause of the problem. So one of the ways to eliminate pain and get at the root cause of the problem is to do prolotherapy.
Yeah, so if people are tuning in for the first time, what is prolotherapy? How do you describe what it is? Because it is something unique that I think some people may be hearing for the first time.
Well, the good thing about prolotherapy, it's natural. It just restarts the healing process. Certain structures of the body, like the ligaments, tendons, cartilage, meniscus labrum, they're white. They don't have a good blood supply. So in other words, they don't heal well, or like the disc, it doesn't heal well because it doesn't have a good blood supply. So thus you have to go in there and stimulate the blood and the cells and the immune system to go in there and to repair it. So the treatment by which you stimulate a structure to repair is called prolotherapy. It is an injection technique, but it's natural injections that we put in an area like the lower back or a joint or a ligament or a tendon to stimulate repair.
And it's non-surgical, which I think people like to hear about those options that are available for people.
I'm basically a chronic pain specialist. I'm a prolotherapist. A prolotherapist is a regenerative medicine specialist. So when you hear the term regenerative medicine and you want a specialist in regenerative medicine, then you would come to someone like myself, who's a prolotherapist.
Well, and talk about, you know, because I think pain, certainly people assume that it comes with inflammation as well. People automatically assume inflammation is bad, which some of it is.
Absolutely.
But talk about why inflammation is important with what you, what you're looking at and doing.
You're talking about general inflammation all over your body. If that occurred for a long period of time, that'd be bad, like if you had rheumatoid arthritis. But localized inflammation is the kind when you exercise. When you exercise, you know you're inflaming the muscles. You're doing it to get the muscles stronger, healthier, better blood supply. There's certain tissues that are around the joints, the ligaments, the cartilage, the joint capsule, the tendons. Those things are white. They have a very poor blood supply. So normally when people have pain, then with prolotherapy what we do is we improve the blood supply, the healing, by a natural injection technique, and then the tissues get stronger. So all we do with prolotherapy is restart the healing process.
Well, and again, I think people link too with inflammation with taking an ibuprofen or taking some kind of medicine to take that pain away, take the inflammation away, which again is just kind of masking what's really going on.
It's not correcting the problem. And most people, especially down in Southwest Florida, we're active people, so we want stuff repaired. Like you don't want to be taking ibuprofen the rest of your life. Prolotherapy, by stimulating the repair, by restarting the healing process, it gets the tissue stronger, and once the tissue is stronger, you can walk, you can play golf, you can play tennis. Well,
and it was interesting too, you were talking about prolotherapy, because we are such an active lifestyle here in Southwest Florida, you can have this done and still kind of keep doing what you're doing, and that's the end result goal anyways.
After you get prolotherapy, we ask you for a few days, you know, you let the tissue repair, and then thereafter we get you on a graded exercise program with the goal totally to get you back to doing everything. And often, once the tissue's repaired, then I don't have to see them anymore. And I think most people don't want to see doctors continually.
Well, and again, I think people like hearing about non-surgical options, which is so good. So the take-home message today, what do you want people to really understand about prolotherapy and realize that this is an option maybe for people?
Yeah, when you have pain, you know, the pain's telling you that there's something wrong. Most likely the tissue's weakened, injured, or torn. There is a natural injection technique to stimulate that repair, so then the tissue just repairs, and that treatment's prolotherapy.
So if somebody is suffering from pain, they've said enough is enough, I want to do something about it, hopefully that maybe they get in here before they have to go have surgery. What do you suggest they do? Check out your website first?
A lot of good information. Almost on every medical condition that causes pain is on that website, the Caring Medical website. And of course, I'd love to see them, and we'd love to see them in our Fort Myers clinic to see if we can help them.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting us be here this morning. We love having you on the show and learning about what you're doing with prolotherapy here in Southwest Florida. And of course, if you want to hear any more, learn more, just head to our website, fox4morningblend.com.